Hello friends, I am Suchendra Deshmukh. Welcome you all in Nandip Academy in our daily answer writing Samarpan series. In this series, we are going to discuss a very important question which asked in the UPSC mains examination. The question is about the Indian diaspora. The question is Indian diaspora has scaled new heights in the West. Describe its economic and political benefits for India. Once again, we are going to read a question. Question is Indian diaspora has scaled new heights in the West. We have to describe here economics and political benefits for India. Okay. Firstly, we are going to see a locus of the question. The locus is here international relations, and the focus of the question is we have to discuss about the Indian diaspora in the West, and we have to write about the political and economic benefits of the Indian diaspora in the West. Okay, first we are going to discuss introduction. We can write here India has the largest diaspora. Firstly, we know what is the diaspora. The diaspora म्हणजे काय तर जे भारतीय विदेशामध्ये राहतात त्यांना काय म्हणतात तर इंडियाचा डायस्पोरा असं म्हटलं जातं. ओके, याच्यामध्ये NRI आहेत, PIO आहेत, OCI आहे, यांचा इथे समावेश होतो. तर इंट्रोडक्शन मध्ये आपण असं लिहू शकतो की इंडिया हॅज द लार्जेस्ट डायस्पोरा इन द वर्ल्ड. According to the World Migration Report 2022, this diaspora serve an essential communication channel between the strategic tool and advance India's foreign policy objective in the strengthen its soft power. हे 2 ते 3 वाक्यांमध्ये जे आहे आपण इथे इंडियन डायस्पोरा आणि त्याचं ॲडव्हान्टेज काय आहे जे वेस्ट मध्ये आहे इथे आपण आपल्या इंट्रो मध्ये इथे लिहू शकतो. त्याच्यानंतर आपण वळूयात आपल्या मेन बॉडीकडे. First, we have to discuss economic benefit. Firstly, the first point is the remittances. In the economic benefit, we are discuss about the remittances. Remittances means what? The remittances means Indian abroads. means Indians those live in abroad sent large amount of money back home to support their family. For instance, in 2022, India received over $83 billion in remittances. This helps boost foreign reserve and consumer spending. In the second point, that is investment, we can discuss here the NRI means non-resident Indian and people of Indian origin, that is PIO, invest heavily in India. This foreign direct investment helps fund infrastructure, technology and other projects. For example, here we can write an example of Vinod Khosla, the Indian American businessman and venture capitalist, has funded numerous Indian startups. Then in next point, that is knowledge transfer, we are going to write here that India means Indian startups, Indians professional, okay, returning from the abroad bring back a valuable skill, expertise and global outlook. This facilitates technology development and modernization of various sectors. For here we can write an example of Sridhar Vembu, the founder of Zoho. Okay. After that, in the philanthropy, we can discuss about, or we can write about the Indian immigrants donates generously to cause in India like education, healthcare, poverty, elevation, etc. This supplements Indian domestic spending on the social sector. In the trade ties, the Indian diaspora promotes Indian exports and helps foreign trade links between the India and these specific countries. It boosts the India's international trade. This point we can write in our economic benefit. After economic benefit, we are going to discuss about the political benefits. The first point in political benefits is the lobbying. Lobbying means Indian ethnic organization, that is lobby local government in foreign countries to adopt policies favorable to the India. This give India's more global influence. Okay, this point we can write in lobbying. Then here we are going to give example of India-US nuclear deal. Then improved reputations. In that point, we can write about the success of NRI and PIO helps counter negative stereotypes about India. This elevates India's structure internationally, or India's we can say India's status internationally. For example, Indra Nooyi, Sundar Pichai. Okay, here we can write an example of Indra Nooyi and Sundar Pichai. In the strategic ties, we are going to discuss about the preservance of the prosperous India diaspora enables stronger strategic partnership between the India and selected foreign countries. Here we can write a best example of Rishi Sunak, who is the PM of UK. Soft power, again in political benefit, in the soft power that we can write here the cultural events, festivals, yoga promotions by immigrants group spread awareness about the Indian culture in abroad. This expands India's soft power globally. This point we can write in the political benefits. After that, we are lastly discuss about the conclusion. इथे आपण असं लिहू शकतो की इंडियन डायस्पोरा प्रेझेंट नोटेबल बेनिफिट्स, ओके, येट concurrently encounters distinct obstacles pertaining to the cultural identity, assimilation and social integration within the Western communities. Nevertheless, the growing clout of the Indian diaspora boosts India's economic progress, increases its global standing and expand its strategic options. Leveraging these external assets remain as important focus area for India. Here we can write a best conclusion. ओके, अशा पद्धतीचं आपण इथे कन्क्लुजन लिहू शकतो आणि आपला आन्सर जे आहे ते एंड करू शकतो. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये आपण बघितलेलं आहे की इंडियन डायस्पोरा हॅज स्केल्ड न्यू हाइट्स इन द वेस्ट. डिस्क्राइब वी हॅव टू राईट डाऊन, वी हॅव टू रोट इट्स इकॉनॉमिक अँड पॉलिटिकल बेनिफिट्स फॉर इंडिया. ओके, याच्यामध्ये लोकस बघितलेलं, फोकस बघितलेलं आहे, इंट्रोडक्शन बघितलेलं आहे, कशा पद्धतीने इंट्रो करायचं आहे, त्याचं प्रस्तावना करायची आहे, त्याच्यानंतर इकॉनॉमिक बेनिफिट्स, पॉलिटिकल बेनिफिट्स आणि इकडे आपण कन्क्लुजन पाहिलेलं आहे. अशा पद्धतीने आहे आपण हे आन्सर लिहू शकतो आणि जास्तीत जास्त मार्क्स जे आहेत ते परीक्षेमध्ये मिळू शकतो. तुम्हाला हे आन्सर कसं वाटलं मला नक्की कमेंट सेक्शनमध्ये सांगा. आपण आज आपल्या डेली समर्पण आन्सर रायटिंग सिरीज UPSC प्रोग्राममध्ये इथेच थांबूयात. आपण भेटूयात आपल्या नेक्स्ट आन्सर रायटिंग सिरीजमध्ये. तोपर्यंत धन्यवाद.